What's good, family? Brethren. Yeah, I want to do this video about really two entities, and they kind of one and the same in a way. Number one, I want to talk about number one, women who be talking about and complaining that men want younger women just so they can manipulate those women. And then number two, and you can't handle a woman who is in her own strength and all that kind of stuff. And then number two, dudes who be trying to wiener police men going overseas to find a decent woman. These two entities, these two type of people are, they want you to, in their own way, they want you to stick on the plantation and continue losing. So the thing with the men that are up here cracking jokes on passport bros and dudes going overseas to get away from these masculine, tyrannical, disloyal, ultra whores in America. Those dudes, I be trying to figure out their motivation. And I think that their motivation is, of course, to make women nod. To make women, yep, that's right, yep, he's pandering to women. The men do a lot of things and say a lot of stupid things to get approval of bitches. Get approval of females. And hopefully they can ingratiate themselves to get some used up sex. And they weak. You weak for going overseas to get a curvaceous, good-looking, feminine, Latina, Colombian woman or something, or a woman who got her own hair, who's curvaceous, where you can get. Heard some dude trying to talk about passport bros. You just going over there because you don't want women who are educated and who can contend with you and who got their own car and got their own money and got their own. And the thing is, maybe that's that dude's preference. I don't care if a woman got her own, as long as she got her own femininity and go bow down. Generally speaking, modern women want you to be the dude. They what do you call it? Dominatrixes chicks. They into dominating men and taking dumps on men and all that kind of stuff. They into emasculating men. A masculine man is not going to want to be with a masculine female. Majority, oh boy. This chick was flying. Speaking of masculine chicks, some fat white chick just was flying. She was just flying down the residential area, bro. Like, dang, she had to be going about 40, 50. It's a residential area, bro. And she was wobbling, so I was like, oh, you know what? Let me so I've seen people skirt hit the doggone curve and stuff and run into stuff. These people bugged out right now. So, yeah, nobody want no masculine. A masculine man don't want no masculine chick. Only dudes that want masculine chicks are effeminate dudes that like being dominated by females. And the other thing is, who are you to talk about a man's choice? He probably just trying to pander to chicks. Because, you say what women like to hear. Because a lot of these women in America have low self-esteem. And they know they don't compete in beauty. And they don't compete in femininity. And they don't compete in natural beauty when compared to foreign women. Whether that be white women, black women, they just don't compete. They don't compete well, I should say. And that's for wife material. And even if you're a simp or a trick and you pay for play, you're gonna get more money, bang for your money overseas. Over here, you might spend a couple $100 for a dinner date, taking some used up whore out. You know, I don't do the dinner date. I don't pay for women. But I'll be calculating the cost. She got to kick in, man. I don't operate how most dudes operate, and I'm cool with that. Y'all excuse me as I go up this hill. But anyways, so you're gonna have less bras that want to deal like that. You have to just deal with whatever woman cooperate according to your plan and your vibe. A submissive woman to whatever degree. But you're going to get more submissive women overseas because they simply have to be more competitive. It's more women. And number two, they don't hate men like that, like they do over here in America. Number three, they're not as fat. So the majority of them look in shape. That's super huge. They don't hate men and they in shape. And number three, they're competitive. Number four, they've been raised to whatever percentage and degree to understand how to do female stuff. Cook, clean, it's simple. Cook, clean, empty balls. It ain't really hard. American women make the simple stuff hard. Like she in slavery, cooking and cleaning and serving a man and stuff. She want to be the man and have multiple dudes cooking and cleaning and serving her. That's her ideal of a functional situation. That's quite dysfunctional. So, y'all just want to go over there. You find a woman who ain't got no money and you can't take care of herself. And even if that was the case, who gives a damn? How's that your business? You just stay over here with these masculine shanquishas and keep serving these hoes. The other thing, a dude might not have the ability to get out of the country because he might done got caught up with child support cases and stuff, and he can't get no passport and leave this hoe. He can't leave America. So some people be hating because they can't leave to be a passport, bro. And anybody with common sense can see that whether you're a trick dude and paying for play, or whether you're a regular dude and want a regular relationships and dealing with females, or whether you're a player kind of dude, it's all gonna be better outside of America because of all of the anti-male things that are in place here. It ain't nothing but winning. So the women are more competitive, they're in better shape. Come on, man. Everybody know Brazilian women is killing American women. Colombian women is killing American women. Filipino women, Dominican Republic women, they all killing American women. So all this hating on men who going out of the country to get a better deal, like, don't hate, congratulate, and pivot. Like I said, it's probably a hatred thing. Number one, it's a hatred thing because they stuck on the plantation and they can't pivot because they stuck with some child support cases, multiple baby mamas kind of thing, or number two. Like I said, man, he just trying to pander to some hoes and make some hoes feel good in their emotions. But yeah, man, I just came out of the store and some wide body Hispanic chick, looking all super ultra through. Like, man, these bras be weighing more than me, cuz. You know what I mean? These some hefty soldiers around this mug. But yeah, hold on, let me walk past this dude. What's up, man? Yeah, these some hefty soldiers wobbling around this piece, man. And that's who they trying to keep you on the plantation, wifing up these hefty soldiers who have no, and I'm not saying that, remember, man, I understand female nature, therefore I don't trust them. Foreign or domestic. It ain't about trust. It's about power. It's about power, bro. So when you're dealing with power, the dynamics, when you're dealing with women, it's the power dynamics. It ain't about no, primarily, in my opinion, it ain't about no, I trust her with my life. Nah, bro. I understand women too much to trust them with my life. You understand me? I hope this dog don't come over here. Oh, okay. Dog got a sweater on. It's like 70 degrees. But when you're dealing with power, with women, it's all about power. And women be manipulating dudes. And it's about power and manipulation when you deal with women. Power and manipulation. It's about power. So let's look at this. When you're dealing with, so let's go, all right, so a man, first let's deal with the dude, the simp, who up here caping for hoes. And y'all going over there, why you going over there to get a woman because she can't afford this, she can't get her own money. Who to say she can't get her own money? And even if she got her own money, it's a matter of, will she still be feminine? Will she still follow instructions, bro? If she rich or poor. It's about no, she got her own money. So the reality is that the more independent a woman become the more feminist they become, the less value they really have. You just want a woman that you can tell what to do. You just want a woman that follow instructions. You want like what nigga in their right mind don't want a woman that's gonna follow instructions? What masculine man in his right mind little kid riding on his little bike. What man is right, correct mind, don't want a woman who gonna be feminine. Feminine, the woman was created for the man, not the man for the woman. The woman was created to serve the man. So if a woman, look man, let's make this real simple. I'm gonna sit down and do this video so I can do it better. Look man, the reality, what's up? The reality, man, is that that little dog. But the reality is that Latino chicks be looking cute. Who in their right mind want to get with a masculine woman, bro? If you're a masculine man, because you're a female, you would probably want to sexually relieve yourself. We ain't trying to spend no real time in the presence of no masculine woman. Enter Karen and Keisha. Enter Karen and Keisha. Look like a woman. She is a woman. Booty and titties. But that's why she's known for the pump and dump. Because she's intolerable. Keisha's and Karen's and masculine feminist women. Nobody want to be more around them long term because they're not tolerable, because they're not feminine. You just want some woman to go over here to these countries so that you can tell them what to do because they ain't got the finances or this and that. That's like a feminine man's construct. Why wouldn't you want a woman that you can control? These women try to control you. Remember what I said, man, this is about power manipulation. When you're dealing with women, it's about power, bro. If you up here from a perspective, and a lot of men in America don't understand the concept of, they're not masculine in their mind state. They might be physically masculine, but mentally they have a feminine mind state. Oh, I just got it. Men, it goes both ways. Check this out. Men in America, yo, feminist man has a female mind state, but he has a masculine physical body. He's in the body of a man, but he has a mind of a female. Now flip it. The feminist woman has the mind of a man, and she's very masculine, but she got the body of a female. That's a microphone drop for you. Microphone drop. These women are like men in their mentals, but in their physicals, yeah, they got booty and titties, so you're sexually attracted to them. Dang, this chick coming out with panties on. Bruh, like, these ain't nothing but hoes, bro. See, like, that's a good example. This chick got some Latina chick with panties, yoga pants on, yoga shorts on, long hair. Yes, that looks like a good-looking piece of meat. But this is not to be taken seriously. Why? Because she's the wife's community cum dump. Excuse me. She's the community's wife, and therefore the community cum dump. I mean, it looked good. I'm looking at it right now. I'm over here actually in Latino land. Now I think about it. Yeah. So they good for something, you know. I look at her, I'm sexually aroused because she got booty and titties. I'm a masculine man, I like booty and titties. Squirt, skirt, done, grunt, grunt. But other than that, because she's so masculine, she relegates herself to being a community, you know, waste disposal vessel. Toilet. Because her mind is masculine and she confrontational. It's weird, bro. I gotta say that again. The feminist man, the man who I believe women should be strong and independent, and you need to be, women should be equal to men, and you should want a woman who got her own this car, and want a woman who got her own income. You shouldn't be intimidated by a woman who got her own this and her own that. You speaking of talking points of females. Who said you intimidated by a female, bro? Intimidation mean I fear you. No, I don't fear you. I just understand that you're a dude, and there's no, well, in your mind you are a dude, but in your physical body you got wide hips and a nice body. So we cannot deal with you on any real long-term level, taking you seriously. Even if you happen to be your girlfriend, you can't take her seriously because you presume that because she's a feminist and because she got a mental state of a man, that she gonna flip to do. Like a man will have multiple chicks, she want multiple dudes. So she is not to be taken seriously because she has reduced herself to a community toilet, bro. So a man she think like a man and look like a female. These are Steve Harvey's cronies, man. Think like a man, look like a female, right? And so, you know, that's the name. I might even name this video that. The feminist man and the feminist woman, or something like that. Both the feminist man, that's that dude talking about, you ought to go over there to passport, bro. You ought to go over to this country, that country, so you can get a woman that's going to follow your instruction and get a woman who ain't got her own car, ain't got no education. You speaking the same stupid, uneducated unlearned talking points. You don't understand that the majority of women overseas are probably better educated and speak more languages than the average American woman. But you idiot. You just speaking the emotional talking points of the female collective, right? You speaking the talking points of the fearful, non-competitive female collective. And since you're trying to ingratiate yourself with these females and get on their good side, you have to speak their talk. You gotta be like a pastor and speak how these hoes, what make these hoes tingle and go create money in an offering pan, man. You gotta speak hoe speak. You gotta pander to females in order, you know. He ain't gonna really be respected by him. And that's what it is, man. Number one, he ain't got the ability probably to leave and go overseas. Number two, he got a feminist female mind state. Even though he could be a rough, bearded, masculine man, y'all Pastor, bro, you going overseas. Now look, as I said, the three categories of dudes, you got the simps and the tricks, and number two, you got the regular dude just want a regular relationship with a chick, and number three, you got the playeristic dudes. You got all those three kind of dudes here in America, and you got those kind of dudes everywhere else in the world. It's pretty much three categories of dudes when it comes to like charismatic power and all that kind of stuff, you know, dealing with chicks. So, it is what it is. But the point is, whatever kind of category of dude you're going to be better off dealing with women overseas because they're more feminine, they're more natural, good looking, and more healthier, because if you look at the calorie count of food overseas versus here in America, the calories is higher, the sugar is higher, and the waistlines are wider here in America. The food is not as good. So therefore, hold on, man, this black chick walking by. So like I said, man, hold on. Yeah, this chick came out of nowhere, man. I'm trying to pivot and do my own thing, man. Hey, I ain't no school. I'm up here chilling at this school. I ain't know it was still in session. But I don't know, man. I thought this was done. Let me go ahead and, it's after like 5 o'clock. So I presume that, you know what I mean, I ain't trying to get caught up. I usually come up here about 5, 6 o'clock, you know what I mean, and shoot some hoops. But, yeah, I guess kids on detention or whatever. So let me pivot a different way, but that's my main thing, man. The whole thing, man, I lost my train of thought doing this doggone video. But I don't know, man. It's just a matter of so you got a man with a feminist mind state who have female tendencies and female mind state. You understand me? So my whole thing is like, he believing that a female is supposed to be equal to a man. You understand me? And all that kind of stuff. My thing is like, a woman ain't supposed to. Who cares? Let me pivot, man. I think I gotta pivot, but because I ain't trying to be up here and they got school time, dude. I'm out of here, bro. Yeah, I didn't know that school's out, but they be having like detention and after school and all this kind of stuff. But I like chilling up here, man, because maybe about 6 I'll come back, shoot some hoops. But anyways, man, cause I ain't trying to be looked at as creepy and all that stuff. Hey, I'm trying to find a spot to chill. Let's see. Maybe I'll walk over there. Now that this weather's so good, I'll just be like, man, let me sit out here and chill. But yeah, man, so you got the feminist minded dude, and this whole thing is to he about pandering the hoes. He about, you know, making women nod, making women feel good, all that kind of stuff. And so, and also the feminist woman, she has a man mind state. So they got reverse mind states. Even though they're in a physical, you know, their physical body, one is a woman in a woman's body, of course, but she has a mind of a man, but she's in a female's body. So that equates to, you know, let me go up these stairs. That equates to, it's a reverse, man. It's a perversion, you know. It's a perversion because you got women out here that think like dudes and act like dudes and have spirits, masculine, you know, temperaments. And you got dudes who have feminine temperaments and think like bitches. So that causes, that's what you got in America, man. You got the reversal. You got the reversal of nature. So a regular masculine dude not really going let me see here. A masculine regular dude not really gonna fit in no culture like this. So now let's go on to so now let's talk about basically it's talking about how passport bros is bad and men who want feminine women is a bad thing. Women who want men who want younger women is a bad thing. Any preferences that a man got is a bad thing. He's insecure for wanting those. You're insecure for not wanting a single mother who got kids by somebody else. You gotta take care of the previous nigga's orgasm, nigga. Come on, bro. You gotta take care of the previous dude's juices. Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. That's weak, bro. And this chick is loud. I hear this broader, loud, reverberating voice. Black woman. Right as I'm up here trying to do my video, she going, so masculine. God dang these people, bro. Now I'm up here, so masculine, bro. God dang. God, I was just speaking about this, bro. She walked like a nigga that's been locked up. She walked like that dude. Like, you know, tough guy, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, I just was talking about that. And then this masculine chick come pick up her daughter. You know, I was, man, now I'm here, I'm like a block away from the school, chilling on this rock. You know what I mean? But I'm chilling with my son getting burnt. Not burnt, but toasted in my back getting toasted by the sun. So I'm chilling, man. But this is why, you know, it's like, that's what a man want, a feminine woman. So now, all right, back over to the women that's complaining that men going overseas want some young woman. Men that want young woman, you just want a woman that you can control. You just want a woman that you can tell what to do. That's why you want them young. That's why you want them young. That's why you want them young. Yes. Yes, that's why you want a young woman. Number one, she look better. Number two, she's skinnier. Number three, she ain't got all that baggage. And yeah. You just want to manipulate women. See, you admit it. See, yeah. At least I'm honest that it's all about power and manipulation when it comes to women and men. I understand what it is. And women, who are you to criticize? You a hypocrite. You mean women don't manipulate men? This chick walk up the street with a shower cap on. Tomorrow, she'll have her weave on. What's weave other than manipulation? You mean manipulating men by acting like you got longer hair than what you actually got? You mean manipulating men by wearing makeup that your skin color even that tone? You mean, have y'all seen some of the videos before and after makeup? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Before and after makeup. Like, bro, a lot of these chicks got really bad skin, bro. And they look, whoo! I ain't talking about just black chicks. Makeup is witchcraft, a form of witchcraft, because basically what you're doing is about seduction, it's about deception, it's about manipulation. The weave, the long nails, the everything about the woman, she's way more manipulative than a man, way more controlling than a man. She try to control men through their sexual desire. See, a woman with her deception, let's not talk about her deception and her conniving and her manipulation. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about how a woman can manipulate a situation. And in other words, this dude is thinking that this child is his for years. Come to find out, the kid ain't even his. So you have manipulated this dude for years and your child to believe that this is his father. You believe, your child believes that this dude is the kid's father. This dude believes that he's the father of this child. And you have manipulated. Let's not talk about the makeup. Let's not talk about the weave. Let's not talk about the fake extensions. Let's not talk about the fake, you're setting a kid up to believe that this is his father. Setting a dude up to believe that he's the father of this child. Let's not talk about these life-altering and destroying manipulations that take place, that alter a person's life. Have them going to counseling and doing mental going and having to get mental help because they lives are shattered because they believe something that was a complete manipulation and a lie. Let's not talk about the push-up bras. Let's not talk about the Botox in the lips. Let's not talk about the booty pump. They had some thing called a booty bop or whatever. So pads that you put a chick wear, basically a booty pad. And they put a booty pad and, it make her booty look bigger. So, but you thinking it's her booty, but it really ain't. It's a booty pop. I think it came up with some infomercial years ago. Oh, let's not talk about BBLs, you understand me, where the female is wearing, is inserted and injected some fat in her ass or whatever that stuff is, the BBL, whatever's in there. Let's not talk about that. You want to talk about manipulation? Let's not talk about that. So women, you want a woman, so you a younger woman, so you can manipulate her and control her. How many masculine controlling females do you know out here, bro? Controlling these freaking simps out here. They want, dude, are you kidding me? Women are hypocrites talking about you want a woman that you can control. At least that's a natural order things. Of course you're going to want a woman that's younger, that she going to be bitter and older talking about what she ain't going to do for you. You want a woman that's going to be more like a clean slate and you can imprint upon her your program. Instead of getting a 38, 40-year-old woman who got she got 40 or 100 or 400 dudes is imprint upon her. What good is that for? What good is a piece of paper that been written on by all different colors of crayons? What good is that for? And you trying to draw a picture or something, Draw me a sketch of a smiley face. You can't even do it because it's already marked up. All kind of crayons, all kind of markers, all kind of pencils, all kind of permanent markers on that piece of paper. You want a clean piece of paper if you're going to take her seriously, and most dudes ain't going to take these chicks seriously because they are imprinted upon by dozens and dozens and dozens of dudes. So why would I want a 38-year-old chick with at least 38 bodies? Why would I want a woman who fresh, who can follow my instructions? And then majority of what these women is really valued as is just cum dumps, man. Pump and dumps. And that's what they reduce themselves to be because they refuse to follow instructions of a man. So, you want a woman? Yeah, I'm going to tell you what it is, man. A masculine man who actually going to take a woman seriously, yes, number one, he going to want her because she young and fresh and good looking, better looking than you. Number two, her insides is better looking because they ain't all worn out. And number three, her inner insides, her mentals, is better than you because it ain't all worn out and torn out and been pimped and she ain't been through all these breakups and shakeups and divorces and life-altering and shattering events that have destroyed her, like you. So yeah, you're going to want a woman that's going to follow instructions. What man in his right mind, ain't going to want a woman that's going to follow instructions? It's a bunch of short-haired black chicks, a bunch of Keishas and Karens as I speak. This chick got out of her car. Dang, I was chilling over here. I don't really like doing my videos and speaking too loud when the people, the B-dub, she get upset and it's always some lingering simp around. Well, I'll just do my video on the pivot. But yeah, you gonna want the chick to bow down, man. And it's rare for a woman that done been through, it's rare for a woman, think about it, man. These women are coming from the status of goddess in America. And they got their simps, they got their parishioners, they got their worshipers. They got a bunch of different simps, bro. No matter how ugly this chick or fat this chick is, she got simps. So this woman has an elevated state of value that's given to her by the system that she live in. Not by her own merit, not because she's skinny, not because she can cook and clean. No, it's just simply because she is a female and she live here in America. That's it. She got the strength of the system on her side. She got the strength of location on her side. So if a dude want to have the strength of location on his side, he got to pivot and get somewhere where women is not as masculine as this. Or number two, he got to pivot and get maybe a Latina chick or something here locally if you want to stay here. But these women hoes too. But at least they've been programmed primarily a lot of them hoes. They look good, but they been programmed. Yeah, I mean, now still looking at these Latinas, man. They be catching the eye, man. Big butt. And I'm looking at the black chick over to my right. I'm like, dang, short hair. She probably got decent money, but you masculine. And even the Latina chick, they just more feminine. But anyway, my point is this. Yeah, of course you want a woman that's younger because she gonna follow instructions, be easy to control and manipulate. Yes, I mean, like when I say manipulate, it's not as manipulative as destroying her life. I'm gonna tell her, we say manipulate, yeah, it's all about power manipulation when you're dealing with females in male dynamic. She gonna try to manipulate and control you, or you gonna be manipulating and control her. That's why they wear all this sumptuous, sensuous stuff in order to get men sexually, they manipulate. It's all manipulation. Why do you think they showing booty and titties? It's all about manipulation. It's all about power manipulation. She trying to control you through her sexuality to manipulate you to break bread or give her attention or give her likes or give her worship or give her utility. She trying to conquer your soul. A man just trying to keep a broad in pocket so he can continue to have sex with her. For her to follow his instructions. It's all about domination and manipulation, power and manipulation. If you soft on a female, even if she a feminine woman, and she a virgin, it's just within her that she see that this dude is weak on her, she gonna try to manipulate him. She might not be assertive and aggressive like your typical, BAW, but she gonna be, maybe she might cry. But it's manipulation. It's all about manipulation, bro. So, I'm just being honest about it. Her whole goal is to manipulate men in order to do what she want him to do. And she gonna try to manipulate. That's why she wearing these tight pants. That's why she wearing these yoga pants and panties outside. Why? Because she wants you to be sexually attracted, sexually stirred up, get you out of your logical mind and get you into your emotionally lower region mind. Oh, that's manipulation. Oh, that's a power play. So, women is good at, a lot of times when they're up here criticizing men, they really, like to say, when you pointing your finger at somebody, you got three fingers pointing back at yourself. So a lot of times women be up here doing this project, they be reverse projecting and stuff. They be projecting what they doing on the man. You just want a woman you can control. The reality, she trying to control you. You just want a young woman. You just want to manipulate and control. Yeah, I'm a man. I want a young, fresh woman so my wiener can get hard by just looking at her. I don't want to get drunk or take no, enhancers, pill, so I can look at this 30-year-old single mother body that been wrecked by 2 or 3 baby daddies' seeds, and she all right looking, but because she ain't really tight and physically attractive, a man might have to, what, like they said, what's that? That was funny, man. I think it was Tom Likas who coined it. What'd he say? He said the solution for ED, he said the solution for ED, erectile dysfunction, is YW, young women. The solution for ED, the solution for erectile dysfunction is YW, young women. Young women with a tight body who ain't been ran through. No matter how she tries, it's hard for her to get rid of them single mother stretch marks. So, I mean, would you rather have a 20-year-old chick? Would you rather have an 18-year-old chick that's a single mother? Or would you rather have a 22-year-old chick that ain't had no kids? I would take the 22-year-old chick that ain't got no kids. Because that's she ain't got no kids, her body's still tight, even though she's 4 years older than the 18-year-old. That body, be having kids and all that stuff, that affects the woman's body. You understand me? So I don't want to look at no stretch marks. So a man might have erectile dysfunction looking at a single mother stretched out body. And number 2, dealing with a masculine female who's argumentative and confrontational and like a man. How you gonna get a hard on? Yes, I mean, being in the presence of a man in the bed, but she got a booty and titties. But in every other way, she's like a man. How's a masculine man gonna get sexually aroused dealing with a masculine female? So yeah, it's about power manipulation. However you want to villainize it. Yeah, women manipulate men and try to control men. They can control men in this society very much easier than men can control women. But it's all about power, control, and manipulation. Most women, this is heaven for women because they can always control these simple men. And it's a society structure for the men to be whooped on and beat down and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you just want a woman that's younger because you can manipulate her. You can tell her what to do. And you're making an argument as though this is a bad thing. You're making an argument as though a man wanting a woman that's feminine and can follow instructions and orchestrate according to his program. You speaking to this as though this is a bad thing. You speaking words, You speaking words, that's like saying, man, you just want water because it quench your thirst. You just like food because it quench your hunger. You weak for wanting food. You weak for wanting... Dude, I'm a masculine man. I'm attracted to feminine women. Majority of American women ain't feminine. So why would I want to be immersed in a society? It's like if I'm thirsty, I want to eat some. Do I want to drink salt water, or do I want some fresh alkaline water? Yes, I mean, like, do this make sense? If I'm thirsty, if I'm hungry, you know what I mean? Would I rather have, a rice cake? Yes, I mean, or would I rather have a steak and potatoes, a steak and potatoes? Like, make it make sense, bro. If I'm really hungry, I'm starving, would I rather have a rice cake or would I rather have steak and potatoes, bro? Like, make it make sense. I'm a masculine man and I want a female who's feminine. And the majority of these women here in America ain't feminine. Make it make sense. You just want a woman who manipulate. Yeah, if I want to get sexually aroused, I want to see a woman who's tight, whose body ain't been wrecked and pivoted and altered by a whole bunch of different dudes. A whole bunch of different dudes' seeds that deform this chick's body. I understand it's a natural process. Nevertheless, this process is taking place. I'm not interested in taking care of nobody else's kid, and I'm not interested, preferably, in dealing with no single mother who got a body with stretch marks. That's called damage. Now, I mean, like I said, to each man his own and all that, but I'm not interested. So this whole, I don't know, man. I just wanted to talk about this as I watched the video of this dude. Oh, man, y'all passport bros, y'all weak. Yeah, I mean, who is you to say what this dude should and should not be doing, bro? If he say, I want a wife and these women are masculine, I'm going overseas to give you a wife. And I'm going to have fun. I'm going to post it on the internet and post my happiness on the internet. And maybe he want to get back at some of the women in his own country, black women, and whatever, they be hating, they be hating. His way, get back at his ex-girlfriend or whatever, they be hating, let them hate. She be posting, she got a new dude, she gonna post it on the internet. See, the reason that they, it's about that shame game, man. And, I done peep game is that it's pretty much over for your local broads because they can't compete with the international chicks on looks or anything. Only thing they got is proximity game that they can work. They got proximity, but other than that, you here. So the majority of men gonna deal with you because majority of men ain't gonna leave the country. But you also have the immigrant chicks that's over here that the chicks got to compete with. And I'm seeing all these Latinas. I'm like, hey, they wait, man. I mean, they it's a reason why dudes go to DR. It's a reason why dudes go to Colombia. It's a reason why, men want to go somewhere where women I mean, I'm gonna stick with the sisters. Why? They ain't sticking with you. They already done showed their treachery. They already showed that they don't give a care about us, bro. They already can't show that they not realist. So here I'm another Latina, man. Dude, this is they always the same, like in shape, good looking, long hair. If they just skinny, they skinny, but hey, man. I mean, it's crazy, man. And then you don't ever see our women with it is always a masculinity and tough. How you gonna sexually arouse about a tough female, man? Yeah, I want something small, tender, and look good, bro. That's what men have always wanted. You just want a woman that's you want instead of it's like somebody. It's like check this out. Taught one of my younger relatives this. It is like male relatives. I said, check this out. See, what the women want, the women is like used car salesmen. Check this out. Let's say you want to buy a car. You got two cars in front of you, right? And the salesperson is trying to sell you the brand new 2025 car for $20,000. And they over here, they got an old, yeah, it's the end of the month. They got to meet their quota. That's what that is. That's why all these police officers out here. But yeah, man, they ain't not bringing feminine. They ain't bringing decent chick for you that'll help you and make your life easier. All they doing is telling you, you need to be putting up with this. You need to be putting up with that. You need to not go, be no passport, bro. What's wrong with you? You can't get no women locally. And I'm thinking like, even with the hold on, this blue haired black chick. But like, what you getting when you get it locally? You ain't getting nothing. Some used hoe, you getting a used hoe. And I ain't saying the women overseas are all clean, because they ain't. But even if you're on a trick and you'll get less, spend less and get more. You just want to manipulate a woman. Look, man, this thing is all about power manipulation. I'm just being honest. These women be manipulating their dudes, tell them they can't get no sex if they don't do this and that. That ain't power manipulation. It's all manipulation. I'm just being honest about it. Yeah, I want a young woman who gonna follow my, you call it instruction, call it manipulation, whatever you want to call it. I want a chick that's gonna follow instructions. And when a woman, she want to do this, go follow her instructions. I want a female that's gonna follow my instructions. My desires and authority to have authority over the female is natural. Her desire to have authority over the man is unnatural. Here this black chick comes. As soon as I come back, single mother black chick, she kept walking past my house. Now she go, as soon as she see me, flip back the other direction so that we can possibly meet in the street. And I ain't saying that single mother is good for zero, but I'm saying that because she a single mother. Skinny, but she don't walk past my house multiple times. I'm just saying, like, on a real tip, taking her seriously, man. No can do, bro. Hold on, let me see what this chick's interaction is. Yeah, man, so I just pivoted past that chick. I don't care about her. I done seen her multiple times. Look at her, nigga. It's so nice out here, bro. I might take another walk. But yeah, I want a chick. That chick could probably be back up here acting like she walking her kid again. But that won't be taken seriously. She about like a 5. Skinny. I was just talking about a young chick that's a single mother versus a one that's it ain't no single mother. There she go. Yeah, single mother. Seen her multiple times. When I see the kid, it's like, whoops. She relegated to, really, I didn't even say nothing to her just now again. Because you automatically think, because she got a kid and the dude ain't around, she irresponsible with her body. Some people say, well, what if she only got one kid? Well, what if I only got one finger cut off? What if she only got one kid? Dude, why would you want to It's not about the amount of children, bro. Her having kids is bad for you, period. Not especially if she got multiple. No. One kid is too many. So, other than just being a concubine coming through and relieving some sperms, she's relinquished her right to be taken seriously. Being a single mother, she relinquished her right to be taken seriously, in my opinion. So, you might be a concubine, but you're not going to be taken seriously. You know what I mean? None of these chicks will be taken seriously, but in this setup, you just can't take none of these bras seriously. Least of all, I'm loving this weather, bro. Least of all, you take seriously as a single mother. Because, feels so good. Least of all, you take a single mother seriously because she got kids by another dude, bro. It just is what it is. You want a woman you can manipulate. Man, look, even with the single mother dynamic, she trying to manipulate a man. She trying to sales pitch this dude. The okie doke. That you need to be, you need to buy this used 15-year-old cab that been rent, whole bunch of passengers been in it, running people. That's her. The cab is hers. A whole lot of dudes and people, customers been up inside of her, and you need to buy this for the same price, right? You need to buy it for the same price as a brand new vehicle. And this is my other kicker. Now, this is the kicker. Is that the salesperson? Think about the salesperson point of view. The person selling that 2015 to 15-year-old, 2010 15-year-old vehicle, they know it's a piece of trash. They know that car is garbage. They know it's a cab, but it got a new paint job. It got new earrings. It got a new paint job. It got a new BBL. It got a new paint job, right? It got a new weave on. It got a new paint job. It got some makeup on, right? So they selling the dream. And they trying to sell you on how this is valuable. They selling the dream, bro. And that's what these women be doing. So now here's the kicker. The dude who's stupid enough, in her mind, the dude who's stupid enough to wife that up, she don't have no respect for him. Microphone drop. The dude who's stupid enough to buy what she's selling, she don't got no respect for that dude. And that's what I'm saying. It's all about power manipulation. She's selling you that you need what she got. Yeah, Stammy. That little single mother. I'm talking about you. I ain't talking about you getting with it. I'm talking about you taking it seriously and wifing that up. She wants the commitment. Once you buy that car, you committed. You ain't like the other 100 dudes that ran in her for free. She want commitment out of you. So this is the kicker. The guy that actually buys, excuse me, I'm running my water to plant my garden. But the dude who actually is dumb in her head, the ones that are dumb enough to buy what other dudes have got for free, she cannot respect that dude. And remember, this is about power, respect, and manipulation. She can't respect him because he's stupid enough. She'll sell him the package. She'll sell him the dream. But just as the car salesman, he ain't gonna tell the person, you should have checked the Carfax. You should have checked the Catfax. Right? The kitty cat facts. You dumb enough to buy this woman or take her seriously and wife this when multiple dudes done had this for free and at the same time. And you dumb, she looking at it like, as the salesperson, you're dumb enough to buy me. Yes, I'm going to sell myself because I'm selling dreams. But the simp at the end of the rainbow, you willing to buy this. So yeah, she'll do it with a big smile and you take a pair of bills and this and that. And this goes not just for single mothers, but this also goes to just ran through women. The dude at the end of the rainbow but especially for single mothers. Because they're at the lowest of the lowest of the low of the totem pole. They low, man. And if you wanted to wife this, man, you got a single mother. See, even a woman that did I guess OnlyFans would be. What would be worse, a single mother or OnlyFans? Y'all let me know about that. Y'all opinion on that. What would be worse, a man wifing up a single mother or wifing up an OnlyFans chick? Well, in my opinion, neither one is wife material, right? Because one is a prostitute and the other is a prostitute. One just might have had less Johns and tricks. But both of them was whores. Well, I'll put it, unless the single mother's a widow, that's a caveat. That's the the alternate button. If she a widow, hey, she's a single mother, But nevertheless, it's not good for you. Her being a single mother is never good for you to wife up. So, that little broad, she been out my head, man, multiple times. And so she be walking by my crib multiple times. And I'm like, man, I mean, she don't really look like nothing, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm not into problems, you know what I mean? She like, let me know she like me. But, man, I don't know. I don't care. I just not in my care mode, I'm in my not care mode. But anyway, so the salesperson does not respect the person who dumb in their eyes is dumb enough to buy the package. They're like, dang, you dumb enough to buy this package. You stupid. But I sell it to you though. I sell you the dream. And that's what these women do. And this is what they doing when they criticize a man for being international men, passport bros. And they criticize a man, number two, for wanting women who are younger as opposed to, they criticize a man for wanting women who are younger versus dealing with their old self and used up self. And they criticize a man for not wanting to deal with single mothers because they doing the sales pitch. And when you're selling something to somebody and you selling the inferior product, you have to take a dump on your competitors and tell the customer how they're you silly for even considering such a thing. Shame your customers. And that's what she's trying to do. Shame men who want decent looking women and stuff who gonna follow their program. Shame them. Why do you want a woman who's young? She don't know nothing. She don't know how to do nothing. That's just a sales pitch, bro. And so brothers got to make sure we don't take the sales pitch, strong or personally. Because that's their survival mechanism. They got to sell themselves. They selling their sexuality. They know that they low level. They know the single mothers know that they low level. These women ain't that stupid. They understand social status and all this. Now they gonna sell you the sales pitch as though that don't matter. And how dare you even consider such a thing? What's wrong with you? You got small wiener energy, small money energy, small height energy. These are all sales pitches. These are all things to try to break you down so that you will buy what they selling. It's all cap, bro. It's all cap, man. So anyway, this is something I was thinking about. Everybody's trying to manipulate what the man do, bro. The woman trying to manipulate the man, and these simps trying to, their motivation is weird. But when you really break it down, they trying to stay in the good graces of the females, and some woman done gassed them up. Look at this dude. Look at this passport dude video. What you think about that, Anquan? Yeah, I think that dude, man, you niggas simps, man. You should do a video on that, Anquan. Yeah, I'll do a video. Yeah. I don't even know nobody named Anquan. I just made it up. Anquan Vion or something. It's that simple. And then, so if you want to go out of this country and get you a wife, do what you gotta do. Or if you want to deal with a non-black woman, do what you gotta do. Or you want to deal with an 18-year-old woman, do what you gotta do. You just want her because she can manipulate her. And she's just a little girl. That's a little girl. That's a woman. You understand me? She 18 years old, that's a woman. So you don't compete with her because you're older. You don't compete with her because her body is tighter than yours. She has a higher sexual value than you. You're lower than her, so you gotta take a dump on her and try to break her down. You don't compete. Same thing she doing and talking trash about the foreign woman. You just want her because first they try to trash the foreign women. They uneducated. They this, they that. These chicks speak multiple languages. And even if they was uneducated, who cares? As long as you know how to follow instructions and help to build a man and be on his program, it don't matter if she got her education don't really even matter. Are you educated in being a wife? Are you educated in helping your man's life, therefore your own life? Are you educated on how to improve the situation and relationship between your man? Are you educated in the simple things of life? Are you educated in the important things of life? Or are you educated in feminism, harlotry, and being combative in all things westernized woman? Are you educated, or I should say miseducated, in feminism? So this is something I was thinking about. Power, manipulation, control, all these dynamics are in the male-female relationship dynamic. All these things are, it's part of the game of male-female dynamic. Women try to manipulate men, and men try to manipulate women. It is what it is. But the right order is the woman supposed to follow his instruction. The woman's supposed to follow the man's guidance. So the question is, what woman is going to be more in that proper role, in her natural role? Is it going to be a 38-year-old single mother, or 30-year-old westernized, maybe she ain't a single mother, a 30-year-old, or even a westernized-minded chick, even if she's 18, versus a foreign woman who has the skills of being a wife to whatever degree? Who gonna have the most skills to comply to what a man talking about? Follows instructions, follows his guidance, stay on his plan. Who more likely to be on that? Will it be your typical American woman, or is it gonna be a foreign chick, locally or abroad foreign chick? It's gonna be somebody up out of here. So this is something I was thinking about, man. Don't let you brothers want to find a better quality woman to help your life. Like I said, none of these people are going to be helping your life. They're just going to be criticizing you. They'll criticize you ain't got no woman. And they criticize you if you go to another country to get a quality woman. These people, where your female cousins and your relatives bring you decent women? As I said, these women in your family know your personality. Why they ain't out there? Oh, he lonely. Why ain't out there going to get you another? Why they ain't doing it? You see what I mean? But they got a lot of big mouth talking about what you ain't got and this and that. And you can't get the real, telling the man what he can't get, but you ain't helping him get nothing. Y'all see what I mean? So this, it's all about trying to control what men do with their money, attention, and all that stuff. That's really what it's really about. It's about controlling what men do with their money and attention. And if he putting his money and attention towards a foreign woman, this is why a lot of, they got a problem, especially women got a problem with men going out of the country. They spend their attention, their time, and their resources overseas and not on them. That take another dude out of the friend category. She want more worshipers. In America, she's the goddess. She got to have more worshipers. And you talking about going into Colombia and getting a good-looking chick who know how to cook clean. He's showing videos of these various things. This is kryptonite to her, man. Because she not going to do what it take to level up, but she going to try to break you down. But she can't break you down because you ain't really taking her seriously and you showing other brothers what you have done, therefore making her even more agitated. So instead of making the adjustments, sister, we need to make the adjustments. They ain't making no adjustments. Their adjustment is to blame and shame and break down and shame men into getting back on a plantation. You weak. And summons her simps to, you weak, yeah, man, you weak. How you gonna be weak because you see a problem, you're making a pivot? How are you gonna be weak and you gotta balance enough money to stay overseas for whatever period of time? You weak. How you gonna be weak? Who's more weaker? So why are you concerned with what another man doing with his money? How is he weak when he gotta think this process out? Buy a ticket and go to another country. If you want to stay there long term, you got to find a way to pivot and make money abroad. Or okay, is it more strong? Is it more strong to stay where you at and just keep getting abused by the low level females, right? Or is it better to go somewhere else where the women? How do you mean weak? Going to another country and exploring another environment is a sign of strength and intelligence, man. Y'all see what I mean? Like, geez Louise, bro. So, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. When women go overseas, it's liberating and empowering. But when men go overseas, you weak. You can't get the women in your own country. It's stupid. It's all shaming tactics, man. To get you to take L's and stay on the plantation. That's all it is, man. Stay here, deal with Keisha and Karen, take L's perpetually, chronically masturbate, work hard, go through health problems, die early. Keisha and Karen get your insurance policy. They might have a funeral for you, they might not. I mean, they might go to the funeral, they might not. Depending on if your insurance claim came through and it was enough money, she might take a trip to the Bahamas while you dead. I seen a video of this chick. She was, that was brutal, man. Her dude that died, her old dude, she was a sugar baby. It was some old white chick. She spent a lot of years with this old white dude, and he was rich, but he cut her out of the will. So she thought she was going to get a bag, and he gave all his children money, but he cut her out of the will. So he probably died with a smile on his face because she was a wicked wife. And she, at the time of the funeral, she was over in like some other country, probably getting smashed by Tyrone, or Anton in the Bahamas, man, or Jamaica, she getting flipped and ran some white chick. Or, they like to be racist or whatever and then flip down the islands and get ran through by black dudes and come back up to white husbands. You know what I mean? Acting like ain't nothing happened. Oh yeah, we just had, it's just a girl trip, But yeah, man, but yeah, so she got kicked out of the will, but she basically, when her dude was during the funeral, she didn't even attend her husband's funeral. She didn't attend her husband's funeral. Where the respect at, bro? But he got the last laugh. He cut her out of the will, bro. But I'm like, how many years did he deal with? I think it was 16 years, the bitch said. How many years did he deal with this wicked woman? you know what I mean, how much bitter and arguing and all this other malice and ill content and all this trash that he had to deal with dealing with this woman. And she was just going in. He smelled like cabbage. She was talking about, he had an old man smell like cabbage. And, like, dang, you had no respect for this dude. And she had a respect for him. How you even going to attend your husband's funeral, bro? You out on the island somewhere getting smashed. In my opinion, that's real female nature. They hypergamous in a real bad degree. But I think that she was just like really stupid enough to put it on the internet. And just, they bold now. Anyways, man, I just want to do this video and just talk to the brethren, man. But yeah, man, forget these chicks and they shaming tactics, trying to break you down, all that. Man, they can't compete locally. They can't compete with younger women. And they can't compete, I should say, internationally with foreign women. And they too lazy and they ain't never really had to compete for men. So the only men they compete for is like some high income dude. But then after they become the woman, they get comfortable. And then they don't feel like they're not competitive no more. American society make women uncompetitive. Because no matter what happens, she get the bag. So there's no fear of losing this dude. Because she only really look at him from an elevated position because she ain't got him yet. Or she ain't got him hooked and in a net and in a trap yet. Once you get him in a trap, she don't really care. All that's kind of like gone. You think LeBron James' wife, I think he married, I don't know, or any other celebrity, you think they wives is really still enamored with him like that? After these chicks know that now she has the power over this guy, if you in America, she got the bag now regardless of what happens. Do you think she regard this dude anymore, bro? You think she fear losing this dude? Dude, I'll leave it like this. Tom Brady's the GOAT of football, the GOAT of quarterback, one of the greatest of all time, his wife left him. Microphone drop, bro. The GOAT of football, wife left him, bro. You can't please these hoes, bro. These hoes ain't loyal. So anyway, this is my thought, man. I thought I'd drop that. You can't live life being worried about somebody shaming you, worried about what somebody think. This woman is young. Who cares? She a young woman, she look good, she got a tight body, and you get erection looking at her. Versus everybody pretty much want the same thing, whether the dude is 90 or 19. He want a 19-year-old chick. It's the same, it is what it is. And 18, 19, 20, that's what men want, bro. Yeah, you don't try to shame men for wanting what they want. You're going to shame a person that's hungry for being hungry. You're going to shame somebody for being cold for putting a coat on. You're going to shame somebody whose feet is cold for putting shoes on. How you going to shame a man for wanting a feminine woman? And the highest quality is one that's younger. Like, dude, 18, 19, fresh for the most part. So that's what I'm saying. She trying to do the sales pitch to, is it better to have a 29-year-old or a 19-year-old? Right? In general, the 19-year-old going to have way less experiences. 29 going to have 10 years more of baggage. And in female years, 10 years is a long time. There's a difference between 18 and 28. Whole bunch of difference. Whole bunch of interactions she done have with dudes. Whole bunch of breakups she done have with dudes. Whole bunch of sexual experiences she done have with dudes. Whole bunch of times she may not have been back and forth to the clinic. Whole bunch of this, whole bunch of that. A couple of abortions, a couple of baby deletions, a couple of this. A whole bunch of baggage, emotional baggage. Now her standards are higher, though her value is lower. Women get caught up in the okie doke, bro. Women get caught up in the okie doke. They are taught that the older you get, the more higher your standards should get, and the more money you make as a female, you should demand more from these men. When the reality is that the older you get, the least you should not be selling a 2010 car as a 15-year-old car for trying to get the same $20,000 price that a brand new car will demand. You're a 15-year-old car and you're a cab. But that's what I'm saying. American society try to promote to the female that they deserve more and stuff. And they try to take a dump on men's preferences. And they summons, they simps. That crap don't work, bro. Just some dude. You seem suspect. Why you care about what a man doing with his money and his wiener and his attention? Like, why is you pandering to the females? They don't even care about you. They just want to gas you up and you can be in her club and her crew. Weak, man. That's weak. You want to talk about, man, weak? That's weak to be up here trying to pander to females against another man because of how she feeling. That's weak. You're weak. If you want some other country, you weak because you can't deal with the sisters. Y'all weak. You want some woman that ain't a single mother. What was that? I seen what that dude said. Real men love stretch marks. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I forgot that dude, and it's something Jackson. I think that was him. He just said, real men love stretch marks. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. So you ain't a man if you don't like stretch marks. In other words, you don't like single mothers, you ain't no real man. You can't have no real woman. All that stuff sound good to the female that you trying to pander to. But it's all bullcrap, bro. It's cap, bullcrap, and an okie doke, bro. However you want to slice it. So anyways, man, I just thought I'd drop this vid, man. Hopefully brothers are empowered by the vid. Don't let nobody try to take you off your square and what you're doing. And don't really even care about what people think, man, about what you're doing. They not going to help you, bro. When you lonely and you ain't got no female, they're not going to help you. Who's bringing you a female talking about, who's doing this? Who's bringing you a female and say, yeah, this is Sherry. She's a nice girl. And who's done that for you? They see you struggling or whatever in the game. And all these people talking all this stuff. Where's the sister? Where's the feminine, decent sisters without no kids and all that? Forget what these people say, bro. They ain't doing nothing for you, bro. They're not going to help you, bro. So that's my thoughts, brothers. Anyways, like, share, and subscribe if you want to. Support the channel using the Cash App in the description if you want to. Peace.